Welcome back, everybody. Right, today we're working on a classic problem on a classic bike. This is the XL600 LM build that we're busy with. I haven't stripped it down yet because I'm waiting for the parts. We've talked about this previously. I've taken the motorcycle to the roadworthy center. It's passed, it's gone through, and on my way back, about 5 blocks from home, decided to die on me. Right. Usual culprits in this case on these motorcycles, especially on the RFVC motor, not the older XL500R 81 or 79, 80, 81, 82. They had a different engine. The RFVC motor is synonymous for your XL 200, 250s, 400, 500 and 600 REs, 84, well 83, 84, 85, 86, and even on the XL650R 2013 upwards, no, XL650L, not the R, the L. They have the same motor, air-cooled, but they were plagued with electrical problems. Number one being the stator coil on the other side on the flywheel. That's a big problem of them. And then this guy just died, and it really has such weak spark. If you kick it over, you can barely feel it. I've never seen normal coils pack up, neither CDIs really. A CDI works or it doesn't work. They also had a bit of earth problems, but what I'm going to be testing today is the pickup coil on the right hand side of the engine. I'm not just going to test it. I've got 2 coils. This is a used one. The current one tests out about 380 ohms. The XL650V is about 485, and I think this one was 490 ohms that it tests out. But what I want to do is, a lot of people on these bikes complain it runs, and as soon as they do riding intermittently, 1K, 5Ks, 30Ks, it dies on them. So what you should do is, when the coil is out of the bike, just take either a hairdryer or anything that can really put a bit of heat on your coil and heat it up and check your values, because when these things heat up, this is when the value dies. You'll start with 380 ohms cold, and when it's hot it'll come down to maybe 50 ohms or no ohms, it depends. But before I change the stator on the other side to a Rick's updated stator or whatever the case may be, I'm not even going to buy a second-hand stator unit, because they were known for these problems. But before I change it, I just want to test the stator, the pickup coil on this side, and then really determine what the problem is, because I'm fairly confident it's not going to be the normal HT coil. It's not going to be a CDI. It's going to be one of the two. I'm leaning more towards stator, but I have a spare pickup coil, so I'm just going to change it and see what it does. So we'll go over into time-lapse mode, and then I'll start stripping it down for you guys quickly. Right, let's start. Alright, we've taken out the clutch cover and I have removed the standard pickup coil of the XL600. So what I'll be doing now is I'll get the spare coil that I have, take that out first, and then I'm going to be pulling it in, but I'll do a comparison. I'll heat this one up and I'll heat the other one up. So let's see what the voltage differences are, if there are any. That's mostly the only way that I can test it. And hopefully this is our root cause of the problem. I've seen somebody has been working on it, some normal Valenoid gasket paper on here. And then when I reassemble it, it's very, very important that you take note of this little part here. Is your decompression. Now, what a lot of people do is they tend to slap on the side cover and it breaks this piece off. 9 out of 10 times you'll strip down your bike and you'll see this is broken. So when you fit it on your lever key, lift it a bit and feel that it slides in. Don't force it. If you force it, it's really just going to break. And also on the pin, you've got a little mark, a dot on the top. I'll see if I can get a picture on that, zoom in a little bit later. And then I quickly want to inspect the clutch plates as well. Just want to have a quick look at them before we close up. So let's carry on. Let's exchange the pickup unit and take it from there. Alright, let's have a quick look at the readings between the two. Take your multimeter, put it on ohm, and let's have a look at the values. First, I'll take the old XL600 coil. It's got a green and blue wire. I'll take the green for earth and the blue to give a reading. And that comes back as 388 ohms when cold. Let's have a look at the other. Let's see what that comes back as. Green and blue. I'll use the green again as earth. And this one comes back 442. So there is a 10%, 15% variance of the coils allowed. But obviously for my test, if I actually want to see if you heat it up, if there's a difference. So let's quickly connect the old one up again. And then we'll take the heat gun and apply some heat to it and see if there's a difference, if it drops or not. Remember, we are at 388 ohms. And let me get the heat gun quickly. And let's see if there's a difference. This one stays at 388. And let's see what the other one does. So this one is at 442 cold. Still at 442, picks up, 445, 446, 7, 448, 449, 450. So as it heats up, it actually picks up a bit. So 453, 455, 56, so it most probably will go up to 460 or 470. Irrespective, we're not going to be carrying on this test. So out of the gate, we've got a higher reading, more resistance on the new pickup versus the old one. Old one wasn't dead, but I'm going to replace it with this one, and we'll reassemble again, and let's see. Remember, I said there was a very weak spark. Now it might still be source coil on the flywheel side, which it most probably will be, but hopefully I have this unit available and I know it works, so it might be a quick fix. And let's fit it quickly. I'll put it on time lapse again, and we'll reassemble and see if there's a difference in spark. Right, I've taken off the cover, I replaced the pickup coil, and it ended up not being the problem. So I didn't close it up as yet. I still want to take off the clutch plates, replace them with new ones. Yeah, so I guess next week it's off to Ireland for me, but I'm gonna just close this up, let it be, and I might pick up a source coil over there. I don't know yet, we'll see. Or I'll source one when I'm back in South Africa. Tomorrow I'm going to concentrate on the Goosey a bit more. Almost done with that one. And yeah, so it wasn't a pickup coil, but it was worth opening up and doing inspection anyway on the clutch plates that need replacement. Cool. This will be our weekly video then. And I'll do a bit more vlogging from Ireland, and I'm assuming, so that's going to happen on Wednesday. Cool, until we chat then, watch out for the channel, new things coming up. Bye bye everybody, take care, stay safe.